Hey guys, good morning. Good morning. Taking a look at the OBS stats before we get started. Just make sure there aren't any issues with anything. I've started to there's a panel. Stop it. There's a panel that you can pop up. You can either dock it or have it as a separate pop-up, kind of a floating window that gives you stats. While it's running. Hey, what's up, Jay? Happy Sunday. How are you? Morning, morning, morning. Although, I've been up for 5 hours already, so it's like afternoon for me. But anyway, yeah, so it's just got a dock. You can dock it, you can leave it popped up. It's got things like, the total number of frames you've sent since the stream started, how many frames have dropped, how much data's been sent, how long it's taking to render an individual frame, what your current FPS is, frames missed due to rendering, skipped frames due to encoding. So lots of good information on there. And I've mentioned this before as well. There's a plugin that you can get for OBS. It allows you to talk to it via WebSocket, and you can either get information from OBS with that connection, or you can actually send commands to it too. But it used to have information about dropped frames so that you could monitor that on yourself, because I used to have in my bot, I used to have some stuff that would check that every 5 seconds to see if I'd been dropping too many frames, and I would throw something up on the screen. Let's see, where is it? Yeah, that right there, the little old Star Trek 2 Rathacon red alert thing. Whenever I would detect that there's too many drop frames, I would pop that up on the screen and also play a klaxon sound as well, so that rather than the viewers say, hey man, are you dropping frames? But I would be a little bit more preemptive with it than that. And, get the audio cue as well. But the problem is, when the person that wrote the WebSocket plugin upgraded it to version 5, for whatever reason, they took out the dropped frames data. It's obviously still there because OBS, I'm looking at it right now, OBS is obviously, it's showing it itself, but for whatever reason they took that out of the WebSocket. So unfortunately I had to turn that off. I didn't delete it or anything, I just turned it off. So anyway, enough babbling from me. We're going to continue Alan Wake. Thank you. We're going to continue Alan Wake this morning. We figured out how the light works, at least in the way you're supposed to use it to actually get into the Caldera Street Station, which is where we are now. It took me like an hour yesterday to figure out how that shit was supposed to work, but there's several street lamps plus a taxi in the current reality, but when you walk up to the taxi and flip the reality with the lamp, the angel lamp, it flips it over to a police car with the siren going and the light, blue and red lights flashing and all that stuff, and that calls in a bunch of shadows. No, I understand. No problem. Thank you for being here, by the way. So you have to activate the lights in a certain order, because we had to actually get into the station, and we knew where we had to go in, but the problem was there was no light source there for me to be able to switch realities so that I could use the subway token that I had found to actually get into the station. But I finally figured out that was the mechanic and how to use it. So once we did all that, we got inside and we're just working our way through. And Alan is now finding ways to manipulate the story. It's called scenes, but he's able to essentially change reality by rewriting the story as he goes with all of these different scenes. So yeah, so that's where we are. We got plenty of stuff. Okay, reach the murder site. So I think what we're looking for is Alex Casey's murder, because one of the things that we found when we got to New York was there was a what did they call it? You have to line it up. It's kind of a ball with you have to line up two things and get it in a certain orientation to each other, kind of like the original Watch Dogs, I think, had a mechanic like that, where you had something close to you and you had something off in the distance on the side of a building or something, and you had to line them up to kind of solve a puzzle. It's kind of the same thing here, except it's just within a smaller area. You get them lined up and a scene will play, and we saw one earlier where, hey, Watchdog, what's up? Speaking of Watchdog, we saw a scene where Alex Casey got killed. And so I believe that is actually what we are looking for, even though it doesn't specifically say. And also, for those of you that are not familiar with the game, thermoses instead of typewriters in Resident Evil are how you save in the game. So let's see where the hell we are on the map. So we know that there's a word of power here because we could see it. But the problem is he couldn't figure out how to manipulate the light to get over there. That's the problem. Yep, thermoses. Yep, you got it. Kind of like I said, like Resident Evil uses the typewriters as your save spots. But see, I don't complete the ritual. Weak. Something else I just noticed, and you guys wouldn't be able to see it because the camera's covering it up, but there are two light bulbs above the weapon, the ammo, and the health meter there. The circular part of it's the health meter. I don't know what the two bulbs mean. Maybe that's telling me that there are two light sources within reasonable distance of me. I do take suggestions, but people should not ever be offended if I say, oh, well, no, not really. That kind of thing, right? So people are always welcome. People are always welcome to do that. And part of the reason is, you know, I understand that not everybody's in the same financial situation. You know, I can afford to buy and play anything I want. Okay, no restrictions. So, and I know that some people might not have that luxury. So, you know, if they need to see somebody playing a game that they might be interested in, and I'm also interested in it, hey, I consider that a service. I have streamed Resident Evil 3. I don't remember. I have streamed Resident Evil 2 as well. But it was just for one day, essentially. It was never intended to be a full playthrough or anything like that. All right, so complete the ritual. I mean, the ritual was down here. Let's see. Let's go back in the rooms for safety. So we look at the map. Or not the map, but we can go to can go to his safe place. Yeah, so we're in here. And it looked like the ritual was down at that end. But I didn't see... I mean, we switched realities. Are we still... We may have to go back down there. Because when we switched realities, everything turned red. All the lights were red and stuff. I do want to go back and play those. I'll do that offline though. Oh, let's watch this. Let's watch this one again. The volume on these is it's low for me too. So maybe it's not actually Casey. Casey did. We did see an echo where Casey was killed.
This is the ritual to lead you on. The Fed had witnessed something.
Libby, what up?
Scared. Whether the summoning ritual had been a bona fide.
Happy Sunday, guys. How's it going?
Psychosis of stark raving lunatics. It didn't change the facts. The cult was messing with things no one should mess with.
No one should mess with. You know, if Livid would ever start streaming again, it's probably not because of work. I completely understand that. Didn't you did all that stuff as changing your setup and everything too, right?
I had a new beat for the story.
Yeah, and your scenes too, right? Didn't you change that as well? The cult practiced their rituals. We did that. Murder. This is where the cult waited for the time to strike. This is how you change realities right here. By switching between these. You can only rewrite reality in a scene you're currently in. So we would have to go back down there. Which is where I was,
I couldn't add a new element.
Didn't anybody ever tell you it's rude to leave before the cake's cut?
Miss B, I knew you were here because I saw you do the the permitted terms. Good morning. Royal pain in the arse. Yeah, hi Automod. I can't believe they didn't let arse in. Oh, Automod. Hey guys, good morning. Well, permitting terms, yeah. Multitasker. Alan Wake. Let's see, was it this one right here?
Alan Wake. Is that close enough?
Oh, wait a minute.
Alan Wake.
Just doesn't have quite the same ring to it. Mr. Squeaky. All right, so we basically have to do a Yui here. We're trying to get back down here.
Your face, your ass. What's the difference?
Your face, your ass.
Your face, your ass. What's up, guys? Thank you, Miss B, for letting me out of the cage. I still don't understand why the fuck you people prefer Mr. Squeaky, that little shit. God. Oh, I gotta go back this way. Right, wait a minute. Wait. Gotta get my bearings here. I gotta take a UE from there. I gotta get back there first. Okay, straight ahead. Full speed ahead, bitches!
Alan, wake.
Alan, wake. Fuck you. And you too.
Wake. Wake.
I gotta get over to that room.
Wake. Wake.
I'm still trying to figure out which of the shadows are the ones that I need to be worried about. Because as you just saw there, we just walked amongst like 3 of them and none of them attacked me. The original Alan Wake, I don't know how it will be on PC because I didn't play it with keyboard and mouse. I played it on Xbox 360. I would assume any controller, even on PC, would probably be the same way, but the controls on PC are shit. What makes it worse? They're very loose, and they're not as responsive as you would like, and that causes a problem in. If you give a damn about achievements, there were 2 DLCs for that game, one called The Signal and one called The Rider. In both of those, there is an achievement for playing through the entire DLC without dying, which really isn't that difficult. The problem is some of the platforming that you have to do, and yes, you do have to do platforming in the first one. The controls are so bad that it's hard to get through some of those sequences where you have to platform without falling off, because there are no guardrails. It is easy to die when you're not even in combat. But like I said, I don't know how it is with keyboard and mouse. Might be better, I don't know. But the game itself is good. Yeah, see down there is where the ritual.
Wake.
What up, guys? Happy Sunday to you. By the way, you guys suck. Oh shit, I gotta go down this ramp. Fine. Alan Wake. End of the line, bitches. Okay, so when we first came over to this spot, you can see all these nails. There, when we first came here, I guess the original / default reality was there's a bunch of pages held up by those nails. You can actually read some of the words, although it's just bits and pieces. A lot of it's crossed out. Okay, plot board time. Let's switch it, bitches. Murder cult.
My writing was affecting reality.
Yeah, see, there are the pages right there.
You can't stop this story.
Maybe. I just wanted to change my ID because I got tired of seeing that 360 on it. The Iceman was taken already. The IcemanCometh was already taken. I couldn't find any combination. You know, the Igloo was taken. So that was really the only thing that I could come up with that allowed me to reasonably keep what I had before. But all my screens and all the stuff, you know, my name up here is still the same. It's all still the same. I know the words and secret words. I don't know. So yeah, see these. So you can read some of it. The writer, not of the last. Shadowcast. The third eye project the night. This is your time when you're gone. What the fuck that means? Sprechen Sie English! Writer, the first word. Not the last. And the shadow. Eye open. This is your time. Yeah, see, this is your time is on that one too. This is your time. Ritual friends will meet. Not the writer. The light. No, it's not. Nope. Has nothing to do with Top Gun. Not the writer. The light, shadow, two rights to lead will meet. Okay, so I guess make him choke on his words. You're in my story. Okay, it looks like some kind of AA meeting that went seriously wrong. Okay. Summoning ritual.
This was dark, but the story had to be dark. Darkness inside. The story is a monster. Wake.
Don't. Wow. Torchbearers secrets were not safe from the cult.
There's no escape.
mean, somebody was obviously bound and beaten. Alright, so 3 other people. At least 2 other people. No. It ended badly for them. Just as a reminder, Watchdog, your white colors will not start until the shock jock is over. Those get put in a queue. It should automatically start once the timer gets to 0. Well, thank you guys for using your channel points. I love it when you do. That means I'm putting good stuff up there for you guys to play around with. And if you have suggestions for that kind of stuff, make them. If you've seen something on somebody else's channel that you think is cool. I is a programmer. I can make it happen. Except I can't make this whatever the hell I'm supposed to be doing here happen. So what I don't know, is this another one of those where one of the other lights has to be either on or off in order to trigger what I'm supposed to trigger to advance here? I mean, I haven't seen anything that I can interact with other than the pages.
The plot changes shape the world around me.
Yeah, we know. Okay, so here there's only one. You notice that, right? There's only one ritual here. Or one murder here, I guess. And let's see, this one is the missing FBI agent. Maybe we have to do them in the right order. Okay, this one's got 2. Well, I'm glad they're not messing with me and giving me at least a chance to figure this out. Okay, so missing FBI agent shows 1 trail of blood. Or no. Yeah, missing FBI agent shows 1. Torchbearer shows 2. Murder cult. This is probably clean. Okay. I don't know if that's significant or not. The 2 triangles pointing down. Pages are there, pages are here. So I guess maybe this is telling us what order they need to go in. I don't know.
And there you go, just like that. Okay, what the hell are we supposed to be doing? Okay, so the pages are going in reverse order, by the way. 78, 175, and then 226. Eye open. Not the writer. This is where the cult waited for the time to strike. So, okay, so we go Agent Torchbearer's cult ritual. Two. But that almost seems to be the setup before they started. Then they moved everything out of the way. Yes. Chairs are there. What am I missing here? I mean, we've got the... I don't know if the fluorescent lights in the shape of a V are significant or not. All right, thank you, Watchdog. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate it. Good to see you. I'd say enjoy the rest of your day, but you're working, so probably not. Let's just say hopefully it doesn't suck. All right, so which one is the one where all the, let's see, maybe that was, let's see, this is the one, damn it. Practice their rituals.
The scene here had changed.
No shit. Thanks, Alan. Okay. I mean, I wonder... The one where he ran is probably the last one. See, I mean, I wish it would like give you a pop-up that kind of showed you this, what you see in the picture on there now, before you make the choice. It'll still leave this up here, but give me the picture of what the Murder Cult one looks like off to the side. I mean, Jesus, I'm beginning to wonder if I'm even smart enough to be able to play this damn game. Because I am having a hard time trying to figure out how some of this stuff is supposed to work and how it's supposed to be done. You get no hints or nothing from the game. The game does not hold your hand at all. I mean, I'm sure... I mean, the pages have to be some kind of clue, but what? I mean, it's essentially gibberish. It's just a few random words from several spots on each page. It's like, I mean, I certainly don't want the game to tell me what to do, but Jesus Christ, throw me a bone, man. If this is supposed to be the bone, I don't get it. Ritual. And that's even assuming that I'm supposed to do what I'm trying to do, and that is to activate the scenes in a certain order to have whatever it's supposed to be triggered to trigger the ritual. I mean, it's like every day that I've streamed this will be what, 6? The 6th stream. Seems like every stream something either happens, you know, like the PC going bad, or, you know, the stuff yesterday where it took me like an hour to figure out how the lights were supposed to work to even get into the station. And now this, it's like every step of the way, it seems to be there's something telling me that I shouldn't be playing this game. And that hurts me because it's gotten such high praise from just about everybody. The writer, not... I mean, this almost seems like it should be first. This is almost like the instructions. Then you do... Then you do what? Complete the ritual in the collapsed tunnel. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, so we're supposed to be over here. Okay. All right. So we got to get back over here. Okay. Alan Wake. All right, so which one was active
The scene had changed.
Completely useless comment. Aha! Remember yesterday when we were trying to figure out how to get over to this word of power? And we couldn't do it. There you go. Words of lamp. What do we want? 10% chance to... Seems like a reasonable one to take. Batteries. All right. Okay, so we're here. We need to get back over to the room over there so we can take the shortcut rather than going all the way through. Shit. Okay, well, we don't need to worry about that other one anymore. This was probably a little safer. Oh, I did set up some buttons, by the way, for me. So I don't have to type so damn much. Okay, popboard. I'm trying to get everything to switch back so that I can get... back in the room. So we got to go through this door. Oh, we got that one already. Based on what we did earlier, we should be able to just run past these guys. Quick save. Save early, save often, kids. Okay, now we're back in the collapsed tunnel over here. Now, does this mean... Alright, so we've got to go... Well, let's go ahead and grab another one here since we're supposed to be here anyway. Okay, go through here. Down at the other end. The collapsed tunnel should be on the left, I think. I think this is the room that had the water in it. Oh, is this the, damn it. Ring. So, I mean, why doesn't it... It's the first time we've seen that. I mean, we saw Iceman before, but not that little cot area back there. I mean, maybe I just missed it. Damn it. Trauma pad. I missed something. There we go. Miss B. Damn it. I wish I could switch those. I would rather the map come up by default when you push the menu button rather than the room. All right, we're going to do it again. Like I said, save early, save often, since we picked up some more supplies. Yeah, the bot's where it started, man. Bot is where it all started. The chat bot. I mean, yeah, the chat bot. Not the Discord. Now, what would be really cool if I could integrate them so they were, no matter where you played, you were playing the same game. That would be a little more, yeah, because I think he mentioned earlier that why there we go. Summoning ritual. Okay, let's see.
The plot changed the details of the world.
It's Yggdrasil. It's the tree of life.
The torchbearers painted the tree there. The tree of knowledge. The tree of life with its roots reaching down to hell. It could have been a Christmas tree for all the good it did him.
Okay. You mean something like an extension? Like a Twitch extension? I don't know how any of that stuff works. I just want to make sure that we're not missing any. You know, there might be some supplies or something that we can grab while we're here. I know we had there's a car like that one over there that we had to manipulate to get an echo. Torchbearers.
The drifters had scrawled their symbol on the wall. A secret for those in the know.
right, let's try another one. Collapse tunnel. Missing agents. I think this is the first one, so this one shouldn't give us anything new. I just want to go back through all of them again. Yeah.
The story thread felt right here.
Yeah. Agreed. It said this is where we're supposed to be. Murder cult.
I was making my way deeper into the story. I could imagine this murder cult performing their macabre acts beyond the collapsed tunnel. The cultists laid the Casey novel onto the altar with reverence. Their twisted Bible.
Okay, hey Bluebird Man, what's up? Happy Sunday to you as well as everybody else that's here. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope your weather is better than mine. It is icky again today.
Alan, awake.
I could have had a really shitty morning when I went out for my walk. It wasn't raining. It was still dark, so I couldn't see the clouds or anything. It wasn't raining, but the street and the driveway were wet. I have an extra umbrella hanging on a nail down in a garage. I debated, well, should I take it just in case? It was a good thing I did. When I go for my walk, it takes me about 43 minutes to do it. It's like a little over 2 miles. And it's not a circular route, like I don't go around the block like 3 times or whatever. It's go out to the entrance to the subdivision and then come back. And about the time that I got to the farthest point away from my house, it started to drizzle. It got heavier, then it started raining, and it got heavier. And by the time I got back to the house, it was a freaking deluge. I mean, from my knees down got pretty wet because of the, rain bouncing off the road and stuff. But I was dry, but it could have been a hell of a lot worse if I didn't take that umbrella with me. Oof. Oh no!
The story, and with that, the dark place changed. The dark presence. Fuck! I couldn't hear the dark presence. It was gone. The tunnel was open now.
Yeah, I was gonna
I
say.
could get through.
Yeah, this completely changed too. The car's not there anymore. Okay, scripted? freeze. Game crash. Hello? I broke it, guys. I'm so sorry. Oh, I don't know what to do. Yep. Alan break. You got it. You broke it. He broke it. It's a good thing I saved right there, huh? Oh yeah, it froze hard. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right. Can you play a session of this game in 15 minutes or less? What the hell is that? Is that some kind of crash reporter? I've never seen that. Try this again, shall we?
This place gives me the creeps.
It should be right there in the room. It almost seemed like that was scripted. I don't know. Maybe he gets taken by the dark presence.
I could get through.
Maybe we're getting ready to switch back to Saga. I don't know. No clue.
The plot element I found would drive the story forward.
Doorway to the underworld. Oh my god. We're in for some deep shit now. Oh, some deep shit now, man. There you go.
Now what the fuck are we supposed to do? We're some real pretty shit now, man.
Shit.
Jesus, Alan, run like you have a purpose, dude. None of this power walking at the mall shit.
The dark presence. I had seen it before. I remembered now. It was always out there, hunting me.
Oh no. The murder site. See, one thing I don't know yet is, are we going, if we wanted to try and come back later and figure out what those were or are, would we be able to do that? Or are we stuck because we basically moved on? You got to get them the first time or you don't get them at all. Alan Wake. Alright, I don't see anything like collectible wise or any areas of interest or points of interest or whatever, so we'll just go up here and see if this is Sam or Nightingale again, maybe. Like it might be Nightingale.
We found the murder site.
Yeah.
Somehow the victim's heart was the key.
Yeah, that's Nightingale.
Something had shifted. I felt an overwhelming closeness to home.
Alice?
An FBI agent? Who are you?
What is this? Who are you?
She can hear me.
Oh, this must be a replay of that
Anderson, FBI.
part where right after we killed Nightingale.
I'm trapped here. The dark place. Under Cauldron Lake.
Cauldron Lake. Who are you?
I'm trying to escape. I'm making progress, but I'm in danger.
Yeah, see, she only got parts of this.
Help me. Please, help me.
And she turned, you know, after
I
this,
could sense it.
because she only got parts of it,
I was closer to home.
she said danger,
Had the woman
Right.
in vision help me somehow?
because that was about all she could get out of it.
Something had changed. Outside. Parliament Tower. Where I had lived with Alice. It was out there. Waiting for me.
Back to Saga now, I'm guessing. Nope. Get to the apartment. All right, so let's take a look around. The writer of the first word.
Who was writing who? Who was writing this poem? Me? No.
The writer of the first word, not the writer of the last. With the terror of the light and the shadows cast, the third eye. This is bits and pieces of what we got at the ritual site way back over in the that was over by the ritual site. And the shadows cast, the third eye now open to project the night. This is the moment to write. This is the ritual to lead you on. Your friends will meet him when you are gone. Yeah, so we got bits and pieces of all of that, but you didn't make anything out of that. All right.
The city was not real. I was limited to the confines of the dream.
Okay. Onward and upward. Uh-oh. Another game save. Bad things, man.
Stepping to the murder site, I'd felt it hanging in the air. A meaning. The violent emotion of the act. Like a cloud of wrath. The dead eyes of the victim staring at something you couldn't see, and yet making you aware of it. Something that soaked into this place on a molecular level, overlapping with your meaningless existence. Regression to something you had managed to forget. Marking you, taking you for a ride, making you crazier.
Some kind of bunker door. the city. Okay, Caldera Street Station. That's might be. No, it can't be. This is a different station. Forever Boulevard. You may not be the only you out there. Okay, so we got to switch reality to be able to get to that word. I've always had a vivid imagination, but this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream. The dark place.
The station had changed. I was closer now.
The dark place, opening soon, a photography and videography exhibition by Alice Wake. Alice. Please carry a portable light with you in a subway. Nice. I understood what I had to do now. I knew how to write the ending to Departure. There is light and there is darkness. There's guilt and there's atonement. But the scales always need to balance. Everything has a price. There's a long journey through the night back to the light. It's not a lake. It's an ocean. Yeah, see, here's where we can switch, but it's probably going to lock us out. Going back in until we flip something else outside. Oh, you bastards. Alan Wake.
Parliament Tower. Our home in New York. Was I really this close to being home? Going up to our apartment? Would I be home? Or was this just an echo of the real thing? Even then, the murder site had brought me one step closer to escape.
Yes, it's exactly the same layout as Caldera Street Station. Police car down there. If we were to go down there and switch realities, it would turn back to a taxi. This is the one, obviously, that controls whether or not the entrance to the subway is actually there or not. Yes. Yep, I have played Quantum Break. I enjoyed Quantum Break quite a bit. I hated the final boss fight in that game. One of the worst final boss fights I've ever played in my life. It also had Sean Ashmore in it. He was actually the main character in that game. It also had, why can't I never remember? Aidan Gillen, I think. Littlefinger in Game of Thrones. He was the antagonist in that one. But yeah, I enjoyed it quite a bit, actually. I liked it. Oh, well, I mean, we're supposed to go over there. Well, I mean, it's all part of the connected universe stuff, right? I mean, especially, it's a little more blatant with Control. Is it that phone ringing again? There was a phone right over there.
The payphone at the edge of the plaza was ringing again.
Do I want to pick it up?
Hey, Alan. Thank God it picked up. I thought I lost you again.
Who are you? Why are you helping me?
Did you go deeper to the overlap?
Are you talking about the murder site? Yeah, I did. I...
That's fantastic, Alan. We're closer to getting out. We're making progress.
Well, we would be if you would answer my damn questions.
Last time we spoke, you were pretty worried about Alice. Did you ever check Parliament Tower?
Getting ready to go in there now.
Sure she really got out of the dark place?
Well, of course she got out. That's why I'm here. That's the whole goddamn point.
Be very careful, Alan. The dark presence is stealing from you. It can already manifest as your double. Scratch will come.
Yeah.
Wait, hello?
Yeah. You got Scratch again. I mean, I'm sure I played Quantum Break back when it came out, which was what, maybe 20, let's say what, maybe 2017, something like that. So there will be some things that I will have forgotten, absolutely.
The writer. Maybe he was a victim. The cult, using his words.
But I mean, if you wanted to mention some of that
Maybe
stuff,
he was the
you know, feel
monster
free.
Behind it all. Either way, Alice Wake, his ex, she knew things. It was there in her art for all to see. A cry for help. The darkness she'd witnessed. And that put her in danger.
Was Alice here? In the story?
Excuse me. Alrighty. All right, now I'm curious. I gotta look this up. Sorry, detour. $2016. I was only off by a year. That's not bad. Yeah, played as Sean Ashmore played as a character named it was Jack Joyce. Yeah, Jack Joyce. Time manipulation. It had some pretty good mechanics in it too. Dominic Monaghan was in it, played his brother. Lance Reddick was in it as well. That was the one where they made a big deal about the cutscenes between acts were like these 3 to 4 to 5 minute, you know, live action videos that were stitched essentially in between each act. And it was extremely large download because of that. But if I remember right, you could have it not do that part of it. But they were pretty well done, to be honest. Like I said, I thought it was a good game. I did enjoy it a lot. I just didn't like the final boss fight. Which in general, as I've said before, shouldn't surprise anyone here. But that one was especially bad. Hunting. Initiation 3.
Alice's photo equipment. Set to go off when the door opens.
Surprise!
Get out! Leave me alone!
Alice! Alice! This is the door to my study, where I wrote my books. This symbol wasn't here before.
Yeah, can't pull out the flashlight, can't do anything except walk. Camera.
Alice's video camera.
Locate the memory card.
inside.
All right. Use the janitor's key. I don't think that's gonna work. Call it a hunch. Video art doc on screens. Multiple focal points of the dark place. Plenty of film. There's the memory card. Part 1.
This is memory card.
Okay. Do I really need the additional hint to tell me that said part 1?
When I was younger, photography was everything to me. I moved to New York thinking I'd make it as an artist. And then I met Alan. We had a good thing. We were both dedicated by our creative ambitions. The only difference was that Alan's work made money. He brought me work when he could. I took his promo shots, created covers for his books. I'm sure he forced his publisher into it. I was taking photos, just not my photos. And that gnawed at me. Things got complicated sometimes, but that's life, right? We loved each other. Then Alan hit a block.
That's the whole reason for
It brought out a meaner side of him.
the first game. Why they went to Bright Falls.
I set up a trip to see a doctor in Washington.
There you go.
I didn't tell him until we got there.
That caused a problem.
We argued. Things went wrong. And he was just gone. Drowned, allegedly. Easy for people to think it was my fault. Hell, I do too sometimes. 6 years ago, I started hearing noises in the night. Typewriter keys clacking. Voices. Alan was back. Haunting me.
Alan Wake.
Then it got violent. It was Alan. And yet, it was a monster. He always did have anger in him. I set up cameras around the apartment with motion sensors and flashes. Now, when the monster comes, I turn it into art. My nightmares caught on film. And this is the focus of my new exhibition. To show people
Excuse me.
the world is so much darker than they ever knew.
Uh-oh.
I'm calling this exhibit The Dark Place.
Alice. Scratch was terrorizing her.
Yeah.
Why?
Mr. Scratch. All right, so is that any...
I sat in the writer's room and wrote a story. Initiation. To project myself through the dark place, to look for a way out. The story had brought me here, brought me nowhere. Looped me back. I was writing the story. And in the story, I now stepped into the writer's room. But there was no one here writing it.
Okay, then. No, maybe we got Mr. Scratch again, too. Alan's evil doppelganger twin, written by another writer. It's not bad getting an achievement for not doing anything. You can definitely say that about pretty much any of the Remedy games. They are definitely interesting.
Let's recap what you've told us so far, Alan. For the past 13 years, you've been trapped in a nightmare dimension called the Dark Place.
Yeah.
It's like New York, but it's not New York. And can be reached from the bottom of Cauldron Lake, but it's not really under the lake. And after all this time, you've managed to get out.
Yeah.
But so has your evil doppelganger. Mr. Scratch? Or is it the Dark Presence?
Both. It's interchangeable. He's Scratch when he looks like me, but he can change into this other form.
And Scratch, the Dark Presence, wants to rewrite the world in his own image.
Which would be in your image, as he looks just like you.
And turn the world into a fucking nightmare.
During Deerfest, which is scheduled to take place in a couple of days. You got out of the dark place by writing a novel, the pages we've been finding. But your double edited it into a horror story that's now changing reality, taking over people, making them crazy, bringing the dark place to Bright Falls.
Yes, fiction coming in contact with the dark place can change reality. The story is coming true, soaking into everything like darkness when night falls. But last time
This will be back in 2010.
Yes, last time it didn't happen all at once. The story came true bit by bit as it unfolded. And that dark presence was still bound to the lake. I stopped it before it got the ending it wanted. Before it broke free.
Before the clicker came into play.
There's still time.
Which brings us to your magical light switch.
The clicker. Magical doesn't quite cover it. Scratch wants it to bring about his ending. That can't happen. If I can get the clicker, I can send him back to the dark place, make all this shit go away. Look, I know it's batshit crazy. My memory is full of holes, and I'm not sure how much I can trust. It's like a half-forgotten dream.
Mr. Wake, Alan, we've seen our share of batshit crazy in the past 24 hours. What I want to know is, why am I? Why are we written into the story?
I think I saw you. Or a vision of you in the dark place. I think you helped me reach out and escape somehow. With that in the story, Scratch would have edited it to get to you. To hurt you.
Your daughter.
We are all in danger.
It's insane. And there's so much of it.
Heard of the cult of the tree?
Have you ever heard of the cult of the tree?
Creepy bunch. In the habit of wearing deer masks, performing murder rituals, victims turning into monsters possessed by darkness, possibly inspired by a horror story written by a certain author. Ring any bells?
The cult. Yes. Yes. They have the clicker.
How did they get it?
If the cult has the clicker, does that make them Scratch's followers? How are you so certain they even have the clicker?
They could be working for Scratch. I don't remember. It's all confused.
Alan, if I'm gonna act on this information, you need
Unless
to be
that's something that
honest
was an
with me.
American Nightmare, which I have not played.
Is he confused? Or is he hiding something?
Uh-oh. Profiling. The cult and the clicker.
He said the cult has the clicker. How does he know?
Thank you, Miss B.
The writer is the reader. The next chapter. The next chapter. The next chapter. Keep the pages safe, the dark shining of the words.
Wake is hiding pages. That's how he knows the cult has the clicker. Wake has a double. Mr. Scratch. Where is he now?
A cloud of wrath wears my face. The dark place in your place. Scratching out my body of work.
Scratch is here. In Washington. He's hunting Wake. Scratch looks just like Wake. Why?
Don't wake up the dreamer if your life is a dream. I swam to the shore, but the water is rising.
Wake and Scratch are clearly connected. Maybe Scratch got out because Wake did. or vice versa.
Manuscript pages. We only got one new one out of all of that. An overlap of the dark place needed a push from both directions to manifest itself. Reality in our world eroded by repeated dark lore tied to a location, and a counterpoint, a work of art, a horror narrative crafted in the depths of the dark place, connecting to the story on the other side to reach out through the weakened veil. A story of a lawman whose heart was cut out of his chest. Two corrupt men killed by their own twisted ambition. A haunted old woman drowned in a bathtub. Twisted reflections on the other side of the mirror. Arcs stabbing through realities, amplifying the influence of the dark place. These elements working in conjunction made a trickle that became a torrent. A wormhole, a vortex, and the art, the map, became the nightmare territory where the dark place encroached on our reality, a blanket over it where they overlapped, causing reality to twist and loop like a bad dream, remolding anything and anyone within its dark horror design. Let's see. Let's see, that's Bright Falls. Yeah, we're here. Police or Palace Lodge. What is that? Point of interest. Caseboard. Alan Wake interview.
Wake just gave us a lot of information. But this clicker seems like a good place to start. If we find that, then we find the cult.
The clicker is essentially the light switch for that angel lamp that he's been carrying around that allows him to switch realities. It was something given to him by his mother. If I remember the story right, it was given to him by his mother because he was having nightmares, and he could turn on, he could turn on the lights and make the nightmares go away. And he used that clicker at the end of the first game to basically kill the dark presence by shoving the clicker into, oh god, it's so freaking convoluted. I mentioned Thomas Zane earlier. He had a wife, I forget his name. She was the one, I guess that was the actual manifestation of the dark presence, but she had a hole in her chest. She was the witch that you saw, like maybe the first stream or two. There's a hole in her chest on like the billboard, but she had one in her chest in the game, in the first game. But Alan took the clicker, shoved it into that hole in her while he was down in the dark place, and turned it on, and that essentially killed her. And that was the end of the first game, essentially. So yeah. Well, that's why I say, man, Remedy, man, they write some really weird shit. Where is the clicker? Talk to someone. Wake, the cult of the tree, is in possession of the clicker. Yeah, that's what he said. Yep, I was already looking for that. All right, cases. Lunch boxes. We did find another one. Bright Falls area. Found at the bottom of the waterfall in Cauldron Lake. Let's see, this one goes here. Nope. There was a page of the story inside, but this is definitely not like the other pages I've been finding. Fan fiction. The story.
The pages we've been finding are from a horror story called Return. written by Alan Wake, and the contents of this book are coming true. Why couldn't it have been a romance?
That would be messy too, just in a different way. Holy crap. Yeah, Wake wrote a book in the dark place called Return. Scratch edited it into a horror story. The story's events are slowly coming true. There's an entity inside the dark place called the Dark Presence. Yep. According to Wake, the Dark Presence can sometimes take his appearance. How and why? Scratch and the dark place are interchangeable. Okay, that's in the right place. When the dark presence looks like Wake, it goes by the name Scratch. An evil twin is a bit convenient. I'll keep an eye on it. In the form of Scratch, the dark presence's editing Wake's story wants to turn the world into a fucking nightmare. Obviously, I can't let that happen. Flashlight, yep, seems to weaken them. Dark presence. It might go there. Okay. Light in the dark. It would make sense that light is effective against the dark presence too. Oh. Inside a bright light, Saga felt safe, like nothing could hurt her. Seems like it would go, I don't know, might go down at the end there on the bottom. Yeah. Go down there. Well-lit areas are safe from the dark presence and the Taken. Fiction coming into contact with the dark place has the power to change reality. Got a branch, so whatever you write in the dark place becomes reality. It can't be that simple. The story changes our reality bit by bit. The process is gradual. All right, how to stop the story is another card. That means the effect isn't immediately. There is still time to fix this. Wake must get the clicker before Scratch. With it, the story can be changed and Scratch can be sent back to the dark place. Okay. How to stop the story.
Makes sense.
A magical light switch. Where do I even start with that? If we don't stop it, Scratch will use the story to permanently change reality at the start of Deerfest. Yep. Only gives us 2 days. Wake was trapped in the dark place for 13 years. Wake was in another world that entire time. Some other strange reality, the dark place, merged with ours. This place and the dark place, the page called this area an overlap. Let's see, maybe here. Okay, branched from it. The page describes the overlap being related to the dark place where Wake was. Yeah, see, here's the witch. I entered the Cauldron Lake overlap by reciting the poem. Well, there. Dark presence. How does reality... The clicker. Oh, the overlap. Yeah, it's got to go down here then. How to enter. The poem was about a local legend, a witch's lost heart, about terror. Okay. What do we got now? Nursery rhymes.
Creepy dolls. Mysterious rhymes. No weirder than anything else going on, I guess.
These mysterious rhymes are scattered throughout the area. We found a few of those already. Why are they out here? Who is making them? Good Lord. Rhyme found outside the Cauldron Lake Ranger cabin. That's the one with the wolf. Hero of the rhyme left her child unprotected. Charm appeared at the site of the rhyme. Well, that's all of them.
Nah.
Okay, a charm appeared. Where did it come from? I wonder if there are others. Well, she already knows that. She's got like 3 of them. Doll used to solve the puzzle. Damn, that's a long way away from the yellow card. I found a strange rhyme on a sheet of paper with children's drawings. Cauldron Lake, that's where it was, but strange dolls. Who made... What is this setup? Why the tripod? Some kind of experiment. Well, I mean, there were some, speaking of control earlier, there was some documentation from the Federal Bureau of Control about the nursery rhymes. Rhyme found near bridge at Cauldron Lake, Bright Falls, Cauldron Lake. A rhyme about counting crows. Each number of crows has a different meaning, probably a different charm. Reenacting the rhyme made the environment change. That was definitely happened at Cauldron Lake. But, I mean, we used dolls on it. It's not Bright Falls. It's got to be this one.
Think.
Okay. Dark substance appeared when the rhyme was completed. It might go down here too. Looks like a trail. Does it want me to follow? Hero doll used to solve the rhyme puzzle. Is that foil lining? Someone put in a lot of effort. Wolf doll. Yeah, so those are the 3 that we solved so far. A pretty good job. Pretty good paint job. Nice detail. Interrogate Wake. So we did the profiling, so... Oh, weapon upgrade!
Casey's favorite brand. Tastes terrible.
She's got the shotgun, but Alan does not. Increase reload speed, thank you.
In one fluid motion, Saga cracked open the shotgun, sending the empty hulls flying over her shoulder, and slammed the new shells in faster than she had imagined possible.
Okay. Yeah, here's her daughter. Logan. We did this already. Alright, as soon as we go back out, we should have the opportunity to interrogate him. Yep.
Okay, Mr. Wake. I know you have more pages of the
Mr.
manuscript
Wake!
on you.
You don't understand how vital these pages are. They're the only way I can know what's coming.
You're not the only one trying to solve this. This is our job.
Okay. Here. Now, this is all I have. Be careful with them. Inside the trailer, at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. A cultist stared at her. She drew her weapon.
Okay, the victim was one of their own, FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page, this page, the first page they had found. Not the last, the first page, the first step down into terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Felt like a message, was a message. Reading the words, these words. Oops, that's not right. Reading the words, these words. Felt like a message, was a message. Someone knew they were here, what they were doing. Someone playing a game with them. Leading them on an invitation. How could they not accept the sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them, even if they knew it would end up hurting them? We got this one. Standing inside the trailer at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. Her mind reeled from what the horror story was now claiming about her, her life, her past. She didn't accept it. She stepped out of the trailer. She needed air, but she wasn't alone. A cultist stared at her from behind a deer mask. She drew her weapon, shouted, ran after him. Trail of the Cult. Yep. Where is the clicker? Well, it's got to go here, right? I mean, it's nowhere else to put it.
The Cult of the Tree has the clicker Wake told me about. They're a part of all this.
Okay, so it sounds like we're going to be going to the trailer next.
It's all on the page. The clicker, the cult. Okay, I'll head to Watery and find this trailer. Casey, you stay here and keep an eye on Mr. Wake.
Got it.
No, you need me there.
No dice, pal. This is an FBI investigation, and I don't see a badge on that flannel.
From now on, you can switch between Alan and Saga's stories via the bucket in the janitor's break room. Feel free to play in whatever order you choose. This must be the janitor's room. There's a thermos in there too. Okay. So there you go. Radio station, Cauldron Lake, Mirror Peak, Majestic Hotel.
You wrote these pages in the dark place. So why are we finding them here?
I think I wrote them. I remember writing an endless amount of pages, but when this happened before, the pages were being sent from the dark place to help me. Maybe the same thing is happening here.
That's all for now, Mr. Wake. Thank you for your cooperation.
Okay. Let's see. Cult of the Tree. 2 more. He remembers writing many pages while in the dark place. Oh, writing part of the ritual. Yeah, there we go. If Wake is the origin of the pages, then no cult connection, unless the cult is working with Scratch. Dun dun dun. The cult could be followers of Scratch. They have the clicker after all. Noticed that before. Hovering over it. Must go there, would be my guess, since it's white. Cult working with or for someone? Why work for Scratch? What does the cult get out of it? Alright, that's enough there.
I'm the only one who understands the forces behind this. I can help you.
No, that's not how this works. You're a civilian, and we don't do ride-alongs. And if Scratch is after you, then so is the cult. We don't know who we can trust here.
Damn it, you are making a mistake.
I'll be sure to add that to the list.
Hi, welcome.
Okay, past favorite Deerfest floats. Go.
The yarn puppet monstrosity.
Stuffed moose and squirrels one.
No, thank you. Those beady dead marble eyes still give me nightmares.
There's actually people here now.
Hello, and welcome to Coffee World, voted Washington's best coffee-themed amusement park. All of our attractions are family-friendly and available to children of all ages, just like our coffee. So, take a sip of our Oh Dear Diner organic coffee and let the adventure begin. Hold on for dear life on the Espresso Express. Oh! Soak in some local history at the Huatari Well, where two serial killers once hid the disemboweled bodies of their murder victims. It's not haunted. No. Come join Mocha Moose and the goats at our amusement park petting zoo. Just don't share your coffee with the goats. Seriously, stop feeding our goats coffee. Seriously, it's not amusing. Take in amazing views from the Slow Roaster Ferris wheel. I can almost see the Watery Lighthouse trailer park. This is so much fun. And finish off at our beautiful gift shop where seniors and children under 10 receive a 9% discount on keychains and propane tanks. Welcome to Coffee World. We guarantee you'll jaw a great time.
This is the third time I've
They're
requested something
so
done
goofy.
about the TV in my room. It keeps going on by itself. It's keeping me awake all night.
Yes, sir, I'm terribly sorry for that. We've called a professional electrician. In the meantime, have you tried unplugging the TV for the night?
Oh, there's an idea, Einstein. Why don't I just get rid of everything I'm paying for in that room while I'm at it? Sleep on the floor. Go to the toilet in the corner. Hey, I'm not unplugging it. You're fixing it.
Of course, sir.
Oh, sorry.
Is there anything else I can help you with, sir? Would you like a complimentary dinner tonight?
Well, that almost makes up for the ineptitude of this place.
I'm glad to hear.
All right, there's her car right there. I'm going to go down the street a little bit. When we first got here, we went down that way a ways and maybe a little bit on the next street, just looking around. We'll do a little bit of that. I think it's not supposed to be taking itself too seriously.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey! How's you? Setter is better.
Setter is better.
Seen one of these already. Oh, cookies. Chocolate chip too, looks like. Where's the poppers?
I need to head back.
Oh. Fine. Try and talk to Rose again.
Yako.
Oh, she's not here.
We're going to a cool guy's house to drink some brewskis. Are you coming? No, Ilmo. I'm very busy wearing a turtleneck and drinking wine like an asshole. Oh dear.
Drinking wine like an asshole.
Mama Beer to the rescue. Bring out your inner Wolverine with Mama Beer. Wow, this is the best party ever. Thanks, Alma Beer. Alma Beer is a traditional Finnish lager, and we drink it the Finnish way. At the bar while actively avoiding small talk with strangers. getting blackout drunk on a boat during midsummer, and trying not to drown.
Where did he go?
In the sauna, using your beer can to hide your pippeli from wandering eyes.
Pippeli?
Partaking in the Finnish tradition of Caldera, drinking at home alone in your underwear with no intentions of going out.
It's not sad if it's intentional.
Alma beer, your Finnish drinking adventure starts here.
Oh my God. Yeah, we saw that before already. Yeah, we got another.
I'm thinking of pre-gaming at my place before Deerfest. Drinks, snacks, some charades maybe. Interested?
In everything but the charades.
What's wrong with charades? It's fun. And deer-themed.
There's got to be an achievement tied to all these.
You were a handsome deer.
We've seen like 3 or 4 of them. She has the chance to interact with them. I bet it's some kind of collectible thing.
I need something to force this open.
Kills heart. Oh, she's still carrying it around. Oh my God, that's got a smell. Hi. Oh, sorry. Sorry, don't mind me. FBI. It looks, as everyone has said, it looks absolutely fantastic. All right, here. Oh, we can go back to Cauldron Lake. Okay, that was one of the questions that I had earlier. We wanted to try and clean up some stuff. Now, whether or not we'd be able to do that with Alan, I don't know. Maybe. We can certainly do it with her. I think we got everything at the lake. I don't know why it won't let me switch maps. Maybe because I'm not there.
Yeah, Anderson, I didn't want to say this in front of Wake, but are you sure this is a good idea? Going on your own?
Assuming we believe the page, I need to check this out. We need to find the cult. Anyone we meet here could be a member. And this Scratch guy.
The evil doppelganger? Must be true, or else this guy can't write for shit.
The quality of his writing aside, if this page turns out to be true like the rest have, this could be a breakthrough. We might solve this thing before backup even arrives.
Yeah, but they're taking their time, so just be careful out there. Meanwhile, I think me and Wake will have a chat. Maybe I can shake something loose.
Okay. But remember what happened with the salt shaker?
Yeah, real funny.
The page placed me in a trailer, somewhere in Watery. I should ask around.
Laughing Naki?
Watery's definitely quaint. I bet they have good fish here.
Oh, hey, there you go. Supplies. Oh, psych.
Oh, you rascal. What have you been up to this time around? There's only so many times I can keep fixing the same hole.
Sir, I don't see a hole. Why are you banging on it with a hammer?
How'd she get loose from the mooring? I hitched her up so securely. I swear this vessel hasn't...
I don't think I can take that boat out on the water. I don't know about you guys. Oh, come on. What is this?
Hey, Saga! Over here!
Oh my God, it's the commercial, guys.
Hey, Ilmo.
Again.
How did your walk in the woods with Steven go?
Another satisfied customer. I just hope he remembers to write a good review on the webpage. Great to see you back in Watery, Saga. Everyone in town missed you. Super nice to see you again, Saga.
They act like they've known me for years. This keeps happening.
There was a Federal Bureau of Control monitoring station that was having some technical issues down by the lake. She ran into them there, where this guy named Steven, who was with the Federal Bureau of Control, was there trying to fix the problem. That's what they were referring to there.
Are you familiar with the cult of the tree?
Yeah, we always thought it was an urban legend. Kids drawing creepy symbols to scare each other, but, now it's gotten pretty damn real, huh? It's terrible what happened. We're all in shock.
Well, we're looking into it. Hoping to get things back to normal soon.
We're all for that. As normal as it ever gets around here.
I need to find a specific trailer in town. Can you help me with that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the owner of the Watery Lighthouse Trailer Park, me, can help you with that. It's good to have our funniest resident back.
Resident? I don't understand what you mean.
If this is your way of getting out of any outstanding bills, don't worry. They've been handled. Must be hard coming back to where you and your little girl lived.
It's like they remember a different reality.
Where her daughter drowned.
Is the horror story messing with their memories? So what is Coffee World?
You mean you haven't seen our commercial for it? Coffee World is a smooth blend of rides, food, and fun. We even had a real moose. Until recently. Plus, right next to Coffee World is the workshop of our own Kalevala Knights Motorcycle Club. We're busy building the floats for Deerfest. Don't go peeking, though. You know, we're saving the big reveal for Deerfest.
About your commercials. Oh boy.
So, your commercials?
They're more than commercials, Saga. Our goal is to both entertain and educate local viewers about the fine products and services we provide. And, Yako here really comes alive in front of the camera. Really. Fuck off. I'm just there for the free beer. Not sure what Ilmo's excuse is. Hey, I'm writer, producer, co-lead, director. Do yourself a favor and, check them all out.
Profiling will help me find a way forward.
The Koskelas. Urban legend.
Elmo thinks the cult is just an urban legend. Or does he?
There are things that go bump in the night. It's all true. It's all true. Sound the alarm, brother. Gather the troops, brother. Yako, the shadow of the forest is creeping closer.
They don't think it's an urban legend at all. They understand it's dangerous. Ilmo made it sound like I lived here. Does he really believe that?
Light, laughter, and love will guide you home. Saga and her daughter. Oh boy. Happy faces raise property value. Family comes first, Ilma. We take care of her trailer while she's gone. She's one of us, Yako. Her spare key is safe and sound.
The Koskela brothers have had
Spare
memories
key.
of me living here. This must be the story affecting them. I'll play along for now. I need the key to that trailer.
Okay, nothing new here. Okay, the story. All right. Fact versus fiction. Uh-oh, another board.
Wake says the story will change reality around us. If that's true, then I need to know what's real and what's fiction.
Which parts are false? Ilmo owned the trailer where I supposedly lived, calls me his funniest resident. All right. Rose, who ran into her the first day, recognized her. Says, I moved away after Logan died. He's got to go somewhere. Not there. Apparently not there either.
Sure.
Logan's part of the story. Logan is not dead. But what else did the story change about her life? Knowing might help me fight this thing. Maybe. Trail of the Cult. Ilmo Koskela is the owner of the Watery Lighthouse Trailer Park.
A trailer park is a good place to look for a trailer. Keep it simple, Saga.
Ilmo is certain that I used to live here, that I owned a trailer here, that I am a member of the community. They really think I lived here. This is unnerving, but at least I can exploit it to get inside the trailer. Hey Jill, happy Sunday. How are you doing?
All joking aside, yes, I would like to see my trailer. Do you have a spare set of keys?
Good for you. Yeah, I have a spare set. They're just over at Coffee World. I'd get them for you, but Yako and I have to head to Bright Falls. The spare keys are in the gift shop safe.
I'm
I'll
good.
Go ahead and have someone get them out for you. Oh, the road's flooded, but if you just follow this trail behind me, it'll lead you there. Call the gift shop so they can give Saga a hand. Yep.
Yep. Kalavala Nights. Kalavala. Whatever. And of course he just conveniently gets out of the way.
What am I paying them for?
How are things with you? Hope your Sunday is going well.
There's Coffee World. Need to get across the river.
Uh-oh. Another game save. Okay, we don't have a map. We're not here. So we probably have to discover a map piece. Watery. Damn, this looks large. Downtown Watery. Okay, we're there. The road's out there. We were just there with those two guys. So we got to go all the way around. All through here. Up through here. Cross over there. Don't know what's up there. It's all scratched out. Latte Lagoon. Okay. Anything here? No. Get the trailer from the gift shop. Supplies. You can never have enough supplies. Did we... Who was it that we did the... Okay, so we already did it for Saga. We swapped out the or not swapped out, but set up the quick slots.
What was that?
It was a rock.
Fuck!
Too fast, sissy!
More people turning into Taken. Is this the cult? Or the story? Or both?
Thanks for making me use all my ammo. right, so that's where he first attacked me. From up here. Oh, camera. Another nursery rhyme, maybe?
There's a rhyme over here.
Moose doll, okay. Another one. Deer. 1. What does the 1 mean? Alright, what do we got here? Okay. The gentle beast with a beautiful crown runs through the woods with a worried frown. From the hunter he flees between the mighty trees to make it out alive. So that's probably going to be the moose. What happens with these, for those of you that have not seen this, these are nursery rhymes in the game, and you saw me pick up the 2 dolls. So based off of the rhyme, you have to put the right doll or dolls in the right place on little pictograms here, and if you do that, you'll get a charm. And what the charms give you buffs, and you can slot those in. You get 3 slots. And you can, it looks like you can interchange them as you need to. So he said fleeing between the mighty trees, and mentioned woods as well. So we'll put, he said beautiful crown, so we'll try the moose.
Huh.
There you go. All right, so we didn't get anything out of that. Okay, so maybe we need to use both of them this time because we got 2 of them. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so I can't interact with it. So, okay, so that maybe that means step 1. You do one part of it there. And one part somewhere else. Okie dokie. Oh shit, that wasn't there before. This must be my charm.
Okay then.
Yep.
Another charm. Good thing Logan made me this bracelet.
Yeah, and the ones with the coffee mugs, although yeah, it's just like the other one. Saves you from death, but shatters in the process. So it's one-time use. That's why I don't have that equipped. So the first 2 that I have increases maximum health, attacks stagger enemies more often. Thanks, Marty. $12:30. So we got about 30 minutes left for the day. And my stomach is starting to growl too, so it's also time for me to get some lunch. Okay. You guys know how I am about bows and crossbows. Although I don't see where... they are. Yeah, see, Federal Bureau of Control. United States of America. Well, I don't know where they're supposed to be. But it ain't here. Doesn't matter, I don't have a crossbow anyway. Uh-oh. Was theorizing the other day that anytime you see these, it seems like there is a cult stash nearby. There's another one. And there it is. Another manuscript page. Watery. I don't know why it just doesn't default. If you just found one, why it just doesn't default to that one. Okay, what do we got here? What had kept Watery afloat all these years? A century, if not more. The locals knew the answer. Grit. Or as they put in the language of the Finnish forefathers, sisu. These days, sisu was needed more than ever. The town was fading. It never quite recovered from the lumber mill shutting its doors. Now the fishing was drying up as well. Most people had left to find jobs in other towns. Only the most tenacious stubbornly remained. Dug in. Parasites in the body of a terminal patient. Sisu. The Kalevala Knights Motorcycle Club built parade floats. The bikers repaired vehicles and volunteered locally. But it wouldn't be enough. Watery needed a miracle. The end of the road was in sight, and it was coming fast. Some people tried to resuscitate the town. The Koskela brothers double-handedly warded off the impending darkness with their ventures. Coffee World brought tourists, money, and jobs. Coffee-themed fun for all ages.
The cult is leaving supplies around for themselves.
Oh, we got Simon Says. 6715. Okay. I found another dead taken over by the radio tower. Looked like it was bashed to death. There was a lunchbox and some weird knitting by the corpse too. I took care of the body, but that's the third one this month. Everyone keep your eyes peeled. We need to find this guy and let them know the cult of the tree means business. All right, should be able to go straight ahead. Nope. Gotta take a right. Go up this way. Yeah, there's the map. No bolt cutters. Wait a minute, I wonder if... Oh no, it was a use thing. Put the, see if I could put the necklace on. Up, did we go by the radio tower? Supposed to be a dead body up there. Oh, shit, that's not what I wanted to do. All right, a light, so that's good. Donna's jerky. All of those actually sound pretty good. It cures your back problems. Beef jerky. Oh my god, Tapio. Teriyaki is a shit flavor. My ex would agree with that. She called it teriyaki. Did that one pop up in the on the radio? Yep, jerky review. All right, so this should have all of those other two commercials. I don't know why the coffee one's not showing up. Nothing new there. Cult stashes. Watery area. Dead taking lunchboxes, knitting. Interesting. the story. Or later, did I find something before I was supposed to? Okay, there's the radio tower right there. Yeah, see, there's some more of those. Oh, a lunchbox.
Another Alex Casey lunchbox?
That's what those are for, is the lunchboxes. Another manuscript page. Fragments. I lowered my rifle. Standing on the car's roof, I looked out at the carnage. The zombies had almost won, but luckily I was here. Heroes are sometimes the people we least expect them to be. Now my town was finally safe thanks to me. I slung the hot piece of iron over my shoulder one more time, hopefully for the last time. The townspeople, cautiously emerging from their hiding places, surveyed the same carnage I saw and cheered my name, and I waved and they cheered again.
Wasted.
Got two. Wow! Now I could finally get back to my quiet, unassuming life, reading books and gardening and fiber crafts and being a world's top mycology expert. Suddenly a hand seized my wrist. I looked into the eyes of a sweet, sensitive sweet, sensitive writer I had known since childhood. A smile spread across the beautiful, kind face, and I felt at peace for the first time since the zombies had first emerged. Sorry. You did it! I know you could. Knew you could. Now we can live in peace together for the rest of our days.
We did it! We did it! Yay!
We beat the zombies, or whoever wrote that did. Oh, weapon upgrade. I don't think she has enough yet. No. Need some more for the pistol. All right. So we got everything here. Now we need to go out and go back down there where the guy in the ski jacket was. Or looked like a ski jacket anyway. I know, right? I don't actually know what they're supposed to be. Okay. Yeah, straight ahead. I don't know what the dark section is supposed to be there. I know we had some of that at the lake, but I think that's because it was flooded. Point of no return. Maybe. No, it's not. I was kind of hoping that once we get over, I mean, the gift shop is right there, right? That's where we're trying to get to. I was hoping that there would be, once we got over to the entrance to the park, that there would be a cabin or something that we could have a thermos and get a save. Would be a good place for one. Thank you.
More of those kids' lunchboxes.
Yep. More manuscript pages, looks like. All right. Hi, hero. I think a few pieces of paper from my private fan fiction project got mixed into some of these stashes, but I don't know which ones. I posted some online and they're getting pretty good reviews, but I'd appreciate it if you didn't read them. It's a privacy thing. Okay, is that supposed to be someplace I can go to? Eventually. Not through here anyway, that's blocked. Alright, let's see, what do we got? Case board. Nursery rhymes. Rhyme found near the shooting range. Okay. About a moose evading hunters. Deer doll. All right. And the moose doll. Love the little antlers and love the antlers and its little face. Nicely made. Alex Casey lunchboxes. Watering. If the author of these pages wanted privacy, that ship has sailed, I'm afraid. Yep. More fan fiction with zombies and mycology. I'm not gonna lie, I'd read more of these. Nice. Ranger cabin is that way. I'm guessing A, the ranger cabin is going to have some place that I can save, and B, there's going to be some fighting. Or neither. At least not yet. Okay. Moving on. And my butt's starting to hurt too. All right, so even though I'm going to be shutting down here shortly, I'm assuming that room's where I can save. Miss B, what are you, you're doing Red Dead today, right? You're doing online?
Shout out!
There is Miss B's URL for those of you that might be interested in that. Let's see what. All right, there doesn't appear to be anything back here. We'll take a look anyway. There it is. Perfect. Perfect timing. Well done, developers. Scratch on the hunt. Oh, sure, you're welcome. So you're doing Red Dead Online today, right? Where is it? Oh, Scratch on the hunt. There. There it is right there. Scratch stalked through the forest, a terrifying dark presence in the night, more sensed than seen. Darkness boiled in his skull like a storm cloud crammed into a bottle. The woods were alive with those he had taken. They were coming with him, directed by him. His army of darkness, his singular purpose was a sharp, pulsing black hole in his head, waves roaring out of it to whip his flock into a frenzy, filling them with his purpose. That's the only problem with looking away from the screen. The clicker, he wanted it to make his horrific ending to the story come true. The art was there. The clicker would push it across the final threshold, a detonator to send out a tidal wave that would spread to overtake reality. He was so close to claiming it. Oh, I didn't know you could do co-op in the story? I didn't know that. He was so close to claiming it. The Taken gibbered and shouted, straining against their invisible leashes. Filled with bloodlust, Scratch let them go. They hunted themselves into the night with violent glee. He ripped the signpost from the ground, swung it in his hand as if it were made of air. Ahead, the music started. It called him on. Let the deer. Here we go.
Let the final Deer Fest commence.
Okay. We'll make our manual save. Let's see, when was the oldest one? Wednesday. Speaking of Wednesday, that will be our next stream because we are done for the day. Thank you all very much. Thank you all very much. It takes it a second because it's going out and it's updating everybody's time that you see right there, everybody's hours. That's why it takes it a second. After you don't realize the delay, but I do because I'm the one that has to push the button to make it happen. So anyway, yeah, that's going to be it for today. We'll be back on Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern time. For those of you that might be new, our schedule is typically Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern time, and Wednesday from 6 to 9. I've actually been thinking about maybe adding an hour on the weekend, and maybe also shifting forward an hour too. make it 11 o'clock to maybe 2, or maybe 11 o'clock to 3 o'clock, or something like that. So anyway, let me do a quick check and see if there is anyone on right now. I know Nordic Road was earlier. Yeah, she's on again today. I have a feeling that most of my raid choices, if I keep these hours on the weekends, are going to be her, because she's pretty much the only one that streams at this time. She's in Norway, so she's like 6 hours ahead, so it's 7 o'clock for her. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. Those of you that have not been to her channel or seen any of her stuff, super nice lady, excellent streamer too. She's playing some Conan Exiles. She's been playing that yesterday also. She's been a very good supporter of me and the channel. So the only problem, because of the time difference, she can't come out, at least on the weekday streams that I've had in the past, all that much. So, all right. So if you would like to join us, and I hope you will at least come by and say hi. Whoops. Might help if I spelled it right. Copy everything after the colon in what I just put into chat and paste it into her channel when we get over there. Even if you can't stay long, and understand if you have to go, and please at least come and say hi. At least maybe you can find another streamer to watch. Like I said, she's a super nice lady. So let's get out of here. I need to go pee really bad, and I need to eat lunch really bad. And then I got to watch Miss B a little bit later on as well. So enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. Thank you very much for coming out. Here she is.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll work?
It would take a miracle. Bye-bye.
Who turned out the lights?